Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Armageddon. Today we're going to be trying out more of the Avatar pre-constructed Brawl decks which are available in the store on Arena. And we're going to start with Iroh Grand Lotus. And so Iroh is a deck that wants lots of instants and sorceries, especially lessons, because they have flashback while Iroh is in play. And I won't go over the whole deck list, but looking at it, there do seem to be quite a few instants and sorceries to go with Iroh. Plenty of cheap ones, so that's good. So let's hop into the queue and play some games. On the play, only 2 lands and no red source with 3 red spells in hand. I think this is a mulligan. If I had one more land, even if it weren't red, I think I would keep this, as long as the Line Turtle were one of my cards. Alright, still only 2 lands, and now I don't have green. I think we are going to 6 here. Alright, I don't think I want to go to 5, so we're going to keep this. At least we have all 3 colors. Professor Zay can help us hit lands. Okay, with Sokka and Professor Zay, I can try and dig for more lands, so I think we'll keep this. And then I'll bottom Ran and Shaw. We'll lead with tap land. Alright, land is good. Alright, I think I want to try and get it so that I can play Sokka and Fists of Flame on the same turn. To get a whole bunch of damage in. We'll start with Professor Zay. This could be a tough matchup. The opponent doesn't have anything. Master Paku. I guess maybe we play Sokka now anyway. And I think we discard Master Paku. Maybe I should keep Iroh's demonstration. And then I can rummage end of turn. I think I'll discard Ketria Triumph. Or maybe I just discard Island to ensure I have good fixing. I don't have anything to spend 4 mana on, or 3 mana on for that matter. And we'll keep Iroh's demonstration. Opponent's off to a slow start. They can do something at instant speed. Alright. We'll hit for 1. Don't remember seeing too many artifacts in the deck list when we were looking at it to start. So I think Sokka's just picking up +1/+1 counters from lessons. And then we'll consider end of turn. Looking to hit land, I think. Looks like opponent, nope. They can do something at instant speed, but they're not doing it. We'll see if they play their commander here. Alright. We'll consider. Look for land. Many Partings finds a land. And then I think I discard Cracked Earth Technique. I don't want to discard anything currently. So let's go to my turn. Water Rep. I could discard that. Let's take out opponent's commander. And then we'll fetch, I guess, Blue Source? And then let's abandon attachments to put another counter on Sokka. Bet I don't have mana up for Redirect Lightning. I think I'll discard Radiant Lightning here. And I guess we'll run out Iroh. Hope opponent doesn't have removal for him. Uh-oh. Looks like opponent. Okay, actually that's fine. I'm going to take a bit of a hit. But I think as long as opponent doesn't remove Iroh, I think we're in pretty good shape here. So we'll go to 17. At least opponent doesn't have lifelink. Alright, I think we discard Sokka's Haiku, Firebending Lesson to Bull Boomeranger. And then I think I like flashing back Fists of Flame here. I guess I could counter that. I think this is fine. I've got my own octopus form. So we'll octopus form. I think I'll rummage main phase. Let me just draw another land. Now I can only flashback spells during my turn. Alright. And I don't have enchantment removal in hand, so we'll return Iroh to the command zone here. I'm surprised for 6 mana commander, I don't have any ramp in this deck. Let's discard Airship Engine Room. And then I think we'll cast Elemental Teach. Oh, I guess we can do that at instant speed. So we might be able to, we can use it as a combat trick if opponent blocks. Alright, opponent goes for it. I think Explore is too low impact. Let's mill that. And then I don't think I have any food synergy, so I might as well just eat the food. And I've got... That's pretty good. I've got 10 mana. Alright. Opponent considering whether to attack. I think they are in pretty good enough shape that they could attack here. They don't. I'm a bit surprised. Arcane Signet. Do I discard Evolving Wilds to try and hit untapped land? Sure. Origin of Metal Bending. That could be useful. I could get rid of the twin blades. And then I think I want... many partings. Hit my lane drop. And what do I want? I guess we'll get Forest. No attacks. Let's play Elemental Teachings here. I'm actually liking the mana bases of these Avatar decks. Alright, we get to Surveil. I like that. Serpent of the Past. Sure. We'll keep that on top. Alright, opponent replays Sokka. And considers. Alright. They don't attack? Okay. So let's use Iroh's demonstration to take out Sokka again. And then I think I want to return Sokka's Haiku to my hand. So I have a counter spell up. Alright. And then let's explore. I guess I can't cast it right now, so unless I cast Abandoned Attachments, my Firebending mana is going to waste. I guess I can use it to eat the food, because I don't want to cast Abandoned Attachments, because I like the cards in my hand. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. And then we'll consider. Alright. So now I've got 2 counter spells, although it'll quench ya, not looking too great, because opponent's got a lot of lands. Alright, I guess we can quench Sokka. And that's enough for opponent. Alright. So that was a grindy game. But Iroh did a great job. Getting flashback on all their spells was amazing. And then the discard draw was pretty helpful too. Alright. On we go. On the draw, only 2 lands. I don't have blue. Although my only blue spell is Lost Days, so I'll probably draw blue. And in the meantime, I've got some interaction. So I think I'll try this. It kind of seems like if you're playing the pre-constructed Avatar Brawl decks, you get matched up against other Avatar commanders. Alright. Sokka was pretty good last game, so really hoping to draw a blue source. Price of Freedom doesn't really do anything here, because they can just fetch a swamp. So, really need to draw land 3. Maybe I should have mulliganed for land 3. The Art of Tea, not good. I think we cycled Price of Freedom to draw a card, so I'll destroy the White Lotus hideout here. And then something like Steam Vents would be the best draw. Island. Alright, that was great. We really needed that. Alright. Combustion technique. Exiles, so that gets around Beifong's Bounty Hunter's ability. I think we play Sokka, discard. What do we want to discard? Maybe Jet's Brainwashing Lost Days? Try and hit untapped land? We don't hit land. They might sacrifice the Buzzard Wasp colony to itself. They don't. We'll take 4. Alright, not drawing land is really unfortunate. I think we get rid of the Bounty Hunters and play Gran Gran. And then I don't think I want to trade Sokka for the Buzzard Wasp colony. I guess you could bounce the colony. Let's just play Gran Gran here. And then I don't want to trade because Sokka can outsize the Buzzard Wasp colony. Alright, Toph. Alright, land is good. The Art of Tea lets me use as a combat trick. Opponent blocks with Toph. But I kind of want to get in with Gran Gran to draw and discard. Although, on the other hand, then I don't get to play a ramp card, so on second thought, let's just attack with Sokka. Alright. And then I guess we'll play Lion Turtle here. Opponent's got the Earth King, makes a 4/4 bear. Lion Turtle is reach. Alright, many partings. I think let's cast that, get Island. Okay, and then I've got 3 lessons in the graveyard, so I create a token copy of Ran and Shaw. So I think let's do that. And then no attacks. Planetarium, eh? That could be a problem. I think we'll take it for now. Alright, Thundering Falls. Could bounce Ran and Shaw to make another dragon token and draw a card. I kind of also like bouncing the bear token. I think we'll do that. Yes, I will happily take a draw 3. Alright. And then I think I don't have anything else to do with the firebending mana. I don't want to cast firebending lesson. So I think I'll just eat the food here to use my firebending mana. I guess I could have pumped up the dragons. Yeah, that would have been a good use, because then I would have, if I'd done it twice, that wouldn't have been lethal, because it would have been 8. Alright, and then I guess I could have attacked with the lion turtle. Alright, opponent's going to scry with planetarium. It's 2 on top, so what do they cast? Captain Sisei, Suki of the Kyoshi Warriors. Into the Legend of Kyoshi. Well, they're drawing 2 cards. It's a good thing that they hit Captain Sisei and not the Legend of Kyoshi off Planetarium. And then I think let's kill the Buzzard Wasp colony here so I can get in with my flyers. Whoa. Alright. And that's lethal. Okay, so that was Iroh Grand Lotus. And the deck is, as we just saw, capable of winning even if you don't get out your commander. But he certainly is great to get into play. I think could use some more ramp, but the mana base is pretty good. I mean, I would swap out some of the basics for the fetch lands for sure, but it seems to have most of the shock lands and the surveil lands, so that's good. So if I were to make some changes, it would be add fetch lands and maybe swap out a couple of spells or creatures for more ramp spells. But doesn't seem to be too bad. Let's take a look at another deck. Alright, so next up we're going to try Katara the Fearless, Ally Synergy deck. And it looks like there are plenty of allies in the deck, hopefully with good triggered abilities. So we'll try it. We'll dive into it a couple games and see how it does. On the play, only 2 lands. I think we'll take our free mulligan. If I had one more a green source, I think this hand would be fine. Earth Kingdom Jailer could be fine. Okay, we have to mulligan this, because now I only have 1 land. And it'll be nice to play with Katara in play. Put 2 creatures directly onto the battlefield. Anyway, we're going down to 6. Alright, I don't think I want to go to 5. I don't actually have any allies in hand, so I'm not liking my chances right now. And then it's either Boomerang Basics, White Lotus tile, I think has some promise. And then I can use Tale of Momo to find an ally. Probably the Great Divide Guide or whatever his name is. I think that would be a good ally to search up. Yuki, Courageous Rescuer. Look at Momo, he looks so sad there. Opponent plays Rebellious Captives, we draw land. At least they didn't ramp. Definitely searching library. I think it is the Great Divide Guide. No surprise, opponent earthbends on Secret Tunnel, which can't be blocked. Alright. That's fine. We'll play Great Divide Guide here. And hope opponent doesn't have removal. Cabbage Merchant. Interesting. So that's some ramp. Do I take out the Cabbage Merchant with Earth Rumble? Secret Tunnel gets in for 2. Katara Heroic Healer. And I can play both Katara the Fearless and Suki Courageous Rescuer. Alright, opponent can cast Boomy. And does. Land is good. Alright, Secret Tunnel's a bit of a problem. Because I don't have a creature big enough to fight it with Earth Rumble. Do I fight Boomy with Katara or play the Heroic Healer? I think I have to get rid of Boomy here. We are going to take a big hit from Secret Tunnel. And Toph. Do I chump Toph? I don't think so. Opponent's got 2 mana because of Cabbage Merchant and 2 food. Opponent's got 3 mana. If I don't chump, then I might be taking lethal. So I think we have to chump here. Not sure what my opponent's timing out here. They've got something they can do for 2 mana. Although it could just be eating a food. And then I think we stay back. So no attacks. Opponent's got 3 for 5, 6, 7 mana, 8 when they play land, so they'll be able to replay Boomy. And turn Secret Tunnel into a 10/10, presumably. Well, this looks too bad. It looks like opponent's disconnected. But I think with the Secret Tunnel, I think opponent would have won this game eventually. Because they just needed to replay Boomy here and turn it into a 10/10. Wish I had some card draw. I guess I can sacrifice meditation pools. Sacrificing a land triggers Suki. Yeah, because they could have replayed Boomy, turn Secret Tunnel into a 10/10, and have a 2-turn clock, unless I could find like a bounce spell or something for it. And there we go. Oh well. Disappointing how that turned out. I think I would definitely, if opponent hadn't timed out, I would definitely hand the game to the opponent here. Anyway, we'll try another one. On we go. On the play, Earth Kingdom Jailer can exile enchantments, which could become useful against the shrines. I think this is keepable. I can play Katara. Any lane lets me play Suki and Tio. Doesn't matter what I play, I'll just play tap land, I guess. Water Tribe Rallier. Let's get the Compassionate Healer down, because if opponent doesn't have a blocker for it, I can play Katara and then get this triggered twice. Alright. And then I've got blue, green, so we'll have to get planes here. Hallowed Fountain. Was a great draw. Not sure how good this is going to be, so I think we scry to match the odds to the bottom. Earth Kingdom General synergizes with Tio. So I could consider keeping the Earth Kingdom General. Sure. It's got Death Touch. I could exile it with Jailer. I guess we'll get Tio down here. It would be nice to scry for land 5, but I don't want to chump attack with Compassionate Healer here, so we'll wait. Opponent can play their commander, and does. It's Goshen Tie of Shared Purpose. Boomerang Basics. I don't really want to bounce Hey Bye. I guess I should bounce the Sentry since they've got Reach, and they can block my Teo. I could also exile them with Earth Kingdom Jailer. But I think I want that for... I could trade Katara for Hey Bye. I don't think I will. Let's just attack with Tear here. Earth Rumble. Not looking too good. I think we discard Earth Rumble here. I also really want to hit land. And then I've got Yip Yip. Opponent hits land 5, I'm jealous. Oh, that's good. They didn't play wall top sentries, so that could be good. They can make some 1/1s here. And they do. Land is good. Still think I wait to exile something with Earth Kingdom Jailer. Passionate Healer's an ally. I think we give Compassionate Healer flying and attack with Teo and Compassionate Healer. Hakoda. That could be good. And then we're not really getting in on the ground, so I think we ditch Suki here. I wouldn't mind drawing land, but I kind of want to draw a non-land card. And then I guess we'll discard Momo, although Momo is a flyer, but I think Hakoda's, the card advantage from Hakoda is going to be pretty valuable. Airbender's Reversal. That only gives Indestructible. I can exile that with Earth Kingdom Jailer. And get Teo back. Might just have to do that. That's only 4 damage. They might be trying to enable an attack. No, I don't know why they cast Combustion Technique there. And fortunately for me, Aang's Iceberg. Alright, exile 2 things, of course, because of Katara. So, Iceberg, and I think we'll get rid of the Ghost Shintai here. And that's enough for opponent. Alright, I'll take it. Okay, so what do we think of the Katara deck? I think if you can get Great Divide Guide down, this deck is great, although we had Great Divide Guide and we were still going to lose that last game, except opponent timed out. But I still think that Great Divide Guide makes this deck very good, so you definitely want to try and have Great Divide Guide in your opening hand, or use, what was that spell, the Momo spell, to find him. Because it really gives you a big mana boost. Because otherwise you don't really have much ramp, and we did have some trouble hitting our land drops. So, not sure if this one is quite as powerful as Iroh, or at least as easy to enable. But if you've got Katara down, there are plenty of great ally abilities to trigger. So, not too bad. Anyway, let's try another deck. On we go. So, last pre-constructed Brawl deck to look at, Sokka Tenacious Tactician. We've faced off against Sokka a couple of times with some of the other Foundation Brawl decks, and we came out on top. So we'll have to see how the pre-constructed deck does. There do seem to be quite a few non-creature spells from 1 to 3 mana, which is kind of what you want in a Sokka deck. You want lots of cheap spells, especially instants and sorceries, to trigger Sokka multiple times per turn. Something like Wartime Protesters is good as well, putting +1/+1 counters and haste on the ally tokens from Sokka. Not sure what Iroh Tea Master is doing in here, although I guess you can give the opponent the ally tokens you make with Sokka but I don't think I would put Iroh T-Master in a Sokka Tenacious Tactician deck if I were building it. Anyway, we'll see how it does. On we go. On the draw, got Fabled Passage to search for a white source. And United Front is a late game card. Want to sink like a bunch of mana into that. That would be good with the Wartime Protesters or whatever they're called. Sokka's Haiku. Battle Fan gives me an early play. I think we can try this. Opponent opts. Yeah, the land is fine. The Avatar pre-constructed Brawl deck seem to get matched up against other Avatar commanders, which I guess is nice so that you get to see all of the cool new Avatar cards. Barrels of Blasting Jelly. It would be nice to wait to play the Battle Fan until after we get Sokka down, but I think I want to get this down now, so I'm doing something with my mana. As opposed to not doing anything until turn 4. Octopus form could let me trade for North Pole Patrol. Do I want to do that? North Pole Patrol is ramp. Currently they can't cast Katara. They must have some earthbending synergy if they've got Secret Tunnel. I think I will go for it. Opponent takes it. They've got their own Battle Fan. Jasmine Dragon T-Shop fixes for Katara. And there's their earthbending synergy. I think I'm happy to take 2 here. Although maybe I should have use Octopus form to trade. Because the problem is that they'll be able to use Barrels of Blasting Jelly on Sokka. They don't even need to hit land to do that. We'll fetch planes. So I think I want to wait to play Sokka until I can hold up Octopus form. So maybe we waterbending lesson here. I can waterbend 2, tapping the battle fan and the ally token, so I draw 3. Do I have to discard the hand size if I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I will have to discard the hand size. So maybe I don't waterbend, or I play War Balloon. And then I think we'll keep our ally back here. Alright, opponent plays Katara. Iroh triggers twice. Earth bends on the secret tunnel. So I kind of want to get removal for Haru. They don't attack with secret tunnel for some reason. Alright, now I can play Sokka, hold up Octopus form, and if I don't need to use Octopus form, I can put another fire counter on the War Balloon. No attacks. Yep. Secret tunnel is apparently going to be the bane of my existence. I think I let this slide. Okay, not sure what that was all about. So I think the opponent was winning this game if they hadn't conceded suddenly like that. So anyway, we'll try again. On the draw, only 2 lands. I do like South Pole Voyager, but I think we look for a hand with 3 lands in our opening hand. Alright, still only 2 lands, and they're both tap lands right now. I can't cast my red spells. But I do have abandoned attachments to help dig for lands. So I think we'll try this. I don't really want to go down to 6. Alright, land is good. I'll play North Pole Gates, because I might drop the Plains or Island for Glacial Fortress. Sokka's has Trusty Boomerang. Alright, opponent has Bushwhack. Brainstorm. I guess we Brainstorm end of turn. Sadly, this deck probably doesn't have Fetch Land to go with Brainstorm. Side quest, Catch a Fish is an enchantment. Alright, didn't draw land. I do have Sokka Bold Boomeranger to help me hit lands. Doesn't really matter. And then what to discard? I guess if I'd wanted to discard Iroh, I should have put Iroh on top. Cave lets me find land. So I think... What do you do? Jet is removal, but he's kind of expensive. So I think I'll discard Jet and Boomerang. And 4, although it's tapped. The opponent can play their commander here. And they do. Alright, untap land. I think we play Sokka, hope opponent doesn't have removal. And then Sokka Bold Boomeranger has Menace, so we might as well get in. Opponent flips, side quest, Catch a Fish, finds Sparring Dummy. They've got an extra mana this turn. That's good with Earthbending. And they play Sparring Dummy to proliferate right away. We'll take 3. I'm gonna pick Pandora. removing all counters is actually bad with the earth-bended lands or artifacts, because then they just come right back into play. I think we can ditch Thundering Falls. And then I think we Honest Work Toph. Nope, opponent doesn't have removal here. I wonder if I have any caves in the mana base to go with this saga. Okay, opponent appears to be timing out, not sure why. Okay, there they are. That's nice. Darksteel Citadel. Well, I guess it's... Cave goes bye-bye. Oh, they both go bye-bye. No, because it's... Right. Because you also choose. Alright, I'm not liking our chances here. I think we block Toph. Alright, we draw land. Alright, I think if we can untap with Sokka. Oh, we're taking 5. Alright, let me see now. Let's abandon attachments. Discard Iroh T-Master. Well, I guess we tapped our mana incorrectly. Now we're gonna have to chump. Oh, we're just dead. Oh well. That's too bad. Alright. I think we'll try one more time and see if we can't actually get a win without opponent conceding suddenly or timing out. On we go. On the play, 3 lands, although 2 of them are tap lands early, unless I draw land 4. I think we can still try this. I've got a couple 3 drops. Alright, we'll lead with gates. Alright, Fatal Passage it is. And then I guess, what do I want? I've got double white, so maybe blue? Opponent explores, lucky them. Do they have the land? They do. Land is good. That means I can play Sokka. So let's get Avatar Enthusiasts down. Because that picks up a counter when I play Sokka. Alright, so opponent will be able to play Boomy next turn. Plains is kind of annoying. I really want like a mountain or island. Alright. At least, okay, opponent, we draw another Plains. Master Pando. It's a counter on Avatar Enthusiasts. So that can attack. least Master Pandao has first strike. I think we'll keep Iroh's demonstration for Boomy here. Can I play Sokka hold up octopus form? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I cannot. And then Master Pandao can attack. Because if they double block, I kill one of the lands during first strike, and the other one is too small to take out Master Pandao. I don't think I attack with the Enthusiasts. Alright. Either of these would be fine. I think I like Wartime Protesters to give haste. Opponent takes it. And then land. Opponent picking up plenty of experience counters. So if they attack, they can Earthbend 3. They don't attack. Alright, land. That lets me play Sokka hold up octopus form. I think we just attack with Master Pandao. Because I don't want to trade Avatar Enthusiasts with a double block. Swiftfoot Boots. I think I like that more than the Mechanist. Alright, opponent falls to 12. There's Boomy. Evolving Wilds is good. kind of hoping, okay, opponent doesn't attack. Jet is not a non-creature spell, so I don't think I want to play him here. Can't play Protesters and Iroh's Demonstration. I think I want to get rid of Boomy. And there we go. Alright. Okay. So, I've seen other content creators do, I think, a better Sokka build than the pre-constructed deck, and it seems to be fine as long as you're able to untap with Sokka, but there are definitely some cards that I would probably swap out, like Jet. I'd probably trade for a instant or sorcery removal. Wartime Protesters could still be good to give all of the ally tokens haste. Porcupine, not sure. Master Piandao seems like a pretty good inclusion, because with First Strike it's easy, and with Menace and Prowess from Sokka it's easy for him to keep attacking. And the Enthusiasts could be fine because they pick up counters so easily with Sokka. So, not sure. Anyway, and as always, of course, with all of these pre-constructed Brawl decks, I'd swap out some of the, I guess, mostly basic lands for fetch lands. Anyway, so that'll do it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Do please like and subscribe. If you'd like to see a different avatar commander, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye.